Once upon a time in a quiet village, there lived an old teacher named Rahim. He was wise and kind. Many people came to him for advice. One day, Rahim called his students and said, "Today, I will teach you something important." He placed an empty glass jar on the table. Then he took some big stones and filled the jar till no more stones could fit. Rahim asked, "Is the jar full?" The student said, "Yes, it is full." Rahim smiled. Then he picked up a bag of small pebbles and poured them into the jar. The pebbles went between the big stones. Again he asked, "Is it full now?" The students laughed and said, "Yes, now it is really full." Then Rahim took a handful of sand and slowly poured it in. The sand filled the tiny spaces left between the stones and pebbles. He asked again, "Is it full now?" The students shouted, "Yes." Finally, Rahim took a glass of water and poured it into the jar. The water filled up every last space. The students were surprised and asked, "What does this mean, teacher?" Rahim smiled and said, "This jar is your life. The big stones are your health, family, love, and peace. If you lose everything else but have these, your life is still full. The pebbles are your job, house, and money. They are important, but not as important as the big stones. The sand is the small stuff. Social media, gossip, small worries. These things fill your time but don't give meaning. The water shows that even when life feels full, you can still find space for something small, like kindness, learning, or a smile." Rahim looked at his students and said, "If you put the sand or water in first, there will be no room for the big stones. This is how most people live. They waste time and forget what really matters. Put the big things first in your life, your health, your loved ones, your values. Work is important, but don't let it replace your peace or your people. Life is short. Fill it with what truly matters. Time spent on the right things is never wasted. Choose wisely. Live fully."